Hey everybody, take a look at this video, what Sherri Sheperd is saying. I find it quite interesting. It's in reference to her ex-husband when they were pregnant.
I remember my ex-husband when we talked and kind of like came to terms with being divorced, and he said it was infidelity. And he said, Sherri, I was in a place where I could hear what he said. He said, I was in so much pain because we were pregnant and had lost Jeffrey's sister. It was twins, and we had lost his sister and thought we were going to lose Jeffrey. And he said, everybody rallied around you. They want to know how you were doing and what's going on.
And that's important. You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. But a man goes through, now you're realizing, men, you may not be carrying that baby, but you're no less close to that being that you helped create.
Yeah.
And he said, everybody rallied around you and was there and they want to pray with you. And it was all about you. And he said, nobody rallied around me. And I had nobody to talk to about the pain.
So let's see. So since he had nobody to talk to about the pain, is that to say that's why he decided to commit infidelity? Is that what it is? He had nobody to talk to about the pain. And see, here's the thing about it. There's not a competition. I don't know what it is with these men. It was about her because she is the one that's carrying the child. Sure, you feel pain. It was about her. Okay? Maybe you should be focused on being there for her or your wife than you were on infidelity if he's the one that did it. Because she mentioned infidelity. So is it like saying he was in so much pain, he didn't have a choice but to go ahead and commit infidelity? Everybody rallied around her. What do you expect? In the Black community, no, I'm sorry. In the universe, Black men have set the tone that they do not care about children that look like them. We see it every day. In the community, Black men have set the tone that, hey, if they feed them and clothe them, they think they've done what they're supposed to do. Even the wealthy ones, they still don't invest in their children. Teddy Pendergrass didn't. Yo, check out your boy. What's his name? Just did the video on Brian McKnight. So when you become the face of a group of men that really don't care about the children, when you become a face of those men that don't care about the kids that look like you and you care about other people that don't look like you, guess what? This is what you get. Now, all of a sudden, you lost a child. I'm still not seeing how infidelity can become a part of that. I'm not. I don't understand it. How in the heck is infidelity becoming a part of that? I don't get it. I really don't. Is that his excuse? They have made themselves the face of men that do not value children. Women and children come killed in the Black community every day. A Black woman can put, what do you call that on them? Child support on them, end up dead. And sometimes the kids too. So when you become a face of men who make it very clear that you do not care about making fatherless homes, you do not care about supporting the women, you don't care about femicide, guess what? You may call yourself, oh, I'm in Hollywood. That's not me. But guess what? You belong to that group. The narrative has already been set on Black men and their perspective and their value, how they don't value their children. So you want everybody supposed to be just come crowd around you, show you some love. Is it a competition? I'm sorry, it sounds weak. You're the group of men, even where they got $5 or $5 million, they got to sometimes chase down child support, chase you down. That's what you're the face of. The face of men who don't care about their kids. So guess what? When you have that narrative that the collective has set forth, when you have that narrative that everybody got to feed your kids because you won't, the number one creator of fatherless homes, guess what? When something like this happens, no one was expecting that you as an individual, you're feeling the pain. The world is watching. They see how you get down as a collective. So now this happens. And it's like, I thought when she said about infidelity, is he trying to make this as an excuse that I was in so much pain, they were all crowded around you? Then why weren't you with her? You should have been the main one crowded around her, see if she's okay. Everybody knows that Black women, rich or poor, they get left with the bag of raising the children. And rich or poor, Black women as a collective, whenever something goes wrong, that's who they want to blame, the black woman, the black woman. So you were feeling so much pain that you have to have an affair. You engaged in infidelity. Is that what you're saying? To justify it? Listen to it again.
I remember my ex-husband when we talked and kind of like came to terms with being divorced, and he said it was infidelity. And he said, Sherri, I was in a place where I could hear what he said. He said, I was in so much pain because we were pregnant and had lost Jeffrey's sister. It was twins, and we had lost his sister and thought we were going to lose Jeffrey. And he said, everybody rallied around you. They want to know how you were doing and what's going on.
And that's important. You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. But a man goes through, now you're realizing, men, you may not be carrying that baby, but you're no less close to that being that you helped create. Yeah. And he said, everybody rallied around you and was there, and they want to pray with you. And it was all about you. And he said, nobody rallied around me.
Maybe because you were too busy committing infidelity. Maybe that's it. And maybe they knew. Maybe that's why they didn't rally around you. I mean, it's like, is there a competition in a relationship? Nobody rallied around him. Gee, I wonder why. Why didn't they rally around him? Why? Maybe, just maybe, because they knew you were busy doing your thing, homeboy. But again, I think this is what happens to you when you become the face of men that let the whole world know that, guess what? You don't value the children. Anything goes wrong, oh, it's on a black woman. It's the black woman's fault. They ain't raising these kids right. Oh, these single parent homes. Oh, that's the problem right there. The black
came
woman
to terms with being divorced, and he said it was infidelity. And he said, Sherri, I was in a place where I could hear what he said. He said, I was in so much pain because we were pregnant and had lost Jeffrey's sister. It was twins, and we had lost his sister and thought we were going to lose Jeffrey. And he said, everybody rallied around you. They want to know how you were doing and what's going on.
And that's important. You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. But a man goes through, now you're realizing, men, you may not be carrying that baby, but you're no less close to that being that you helped create. Yeah. And he said, everybody rallied around you and was there, and they want to pray with you. And it was all about you. And he said, nobody rallied around me.
So it sounds like to me, I hate to say it sounds like to me, was he jealous? Because see, when she mentioned about the infidelity, again, people do things, and sometimes somebody always knows. They may not come to, like, let's say, come to Sherri with it, but they may know what the other person is doing. And that's the first thing that hit my mind. Let me know what you all think. Maybe they didn't come to you because they knew you were fooling around on them. Maybe. I would love to know. And then it sounds like he's jealous. They all rallied around her. Again, these men, as a collective, these black men, they have made it clear how they do not care about their children. That's why they create these fatherless homes. They don't invest in their children. Brian McKnight, okay, you paid for so long, and that, now you're going to cut them off. Nobody else does that. They want to make sure. See, they want to be like Zaddy. That's why they want to get with Becky, get next to his woman. But see, guess what? They really can't comprehend how Daddy operates. That's too much for them. All they can do is try to get next to his woman. Most suspects, like what I consider Brian McKnight. They can't do the rest, though. How about being like Zaddy, and let's make sure that the kids, even the grandkids, taken care of? Oh no, these men show every day how they feel about their community. They show how they feel about themselves. So it sounds like to me he seems jealous that she was getting attention. She was pregnant with the kids. It's inside her. She's feeling it more so. And I'm not saying that fathers can't feel pain, but guess what? This is what you get when you become the poster boy of a group of men as a collective who make it known to the world by creating all these fatherless homes, even though it may not be you in particular. Look how the majority move. The women and kids end up killed any and every day in Blackistan. Again, say I'm pregnant. Don't put them on child support. Heck, the mom and the kid might get it. Women being pregnant, showing, having baby showers, coming home. Next thing you know, get the gifts together, in out the car. No man around. It's either them, some girlfriends, and their mama. Look up, shot and killed. He shot her all in the stomach. Yes, he's making sure the baby is dead. Duh. That's who he is. So this right here, when she mentioned about infidelity, it makes me wonder, okay, so is he saying that he was in so much pain when this happened that maybe that's why it caused infidelity? It makes me wonder, is that what he's saying? Because guess what? Maybe while your wife was going through this, maybe what you should have been doing is showing her a whole lot of attention, catering to her needs so other people don't have to. And then when they're showing her all this love and affection, you don't lost your rabbit behind mine. Oh, Sherri, they all running around you, Sherri. What about me, Sherri? Seriously. That's the part of my understanding. Maybe he should have rallied around Sherri like the rest of them did. So maybe he felt so much pain that he had to have an affair. So one less time for the ones in the back. I'm just not buying it. There is no competition. It sounds like to me that he was jealous that she was getting all this attention.
I remember my ex-husband when we talked and kind of like came to terms with being divorced, and he said it was infidelity. And he said, Sherri, I was in a place where I could hear what he said. He said, I was in so much pain because we were pregnant and had lost Jeffrey's sister. It was twins, and we had lost his sister and thought we were going to lose Jeffrey. And he said, everybody rallied around you. They want to know how you were doing and what's going on.
And that's important. You're pregnant.
I'm pregnant. But a man goes through, now you're realizing, men, you may not be carrying that baby, but you're no less close to that being that you helped create. Yeah. And he said, everybody rallied around you and was there, and they want to pray with you. And it was all about you. And he said, nobody rallied around me.
And it sounds like to me he was jealous. Nobody rallied around me, Sherri. Again, put all the races of men up on a block, just put all nationalities, and say, which one cares the least about their children? And who everybody going to pick out? The black man. Because that's the narrative that's been set. Put all groups together. Which one cares the least about their children? I'm willing to bet you everybody going to point fingers at the black man. Look how the kids run wild. Look at all the fatherless homes. So even though you may be in Hollywood and you're not that guy, guess what? Your group of men have set the tone of where they stand when it comes to children. They set the tone where they stand when it comes to family. They've set the tone where they stand when it comes to black women. Like I said, maybe, just maybe, they knew he was fooling around. Is that a possibility? That's what it sounds like to me. Are you saying you were in so much pain that you decided, you had to creep? I'm not getting it. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Simply Said on YouTube, and I am out.